So the event started off, I'd gotten there a little later than I intended to, around 4:30, 4:40. I gathered up my gear and actually had to sneak on the field through a side entrance in order to get to our FOB. The main militaries hadn't shown up yet. They wouldn't until about 8, 9 o'clock. When I had finally arrived, the Special Forces teams were actually just about to move out, so I immediately dropped my gear and headed out with them.
How's it going? I'll take your bag for you because we're running in. So you're with Red Team leader. He's your commander. He's up there.
Got it. Take this through.
Got it.
That's when I met up with Red Leader, Big Iron, Sick Chicken, and Ghost. We were all part of a squad. There were 2 Special Forces squads. The other one was led by a player known as Boots.
Real quick, what we're doing. That's group. Essentially, we'll call them Group A, Group B, whatever. You're in our group. We're gonna form basically an S pattern of sorts around the field. We're just kind of scouting, gathering intel, things like that for when the main army shows up. Our first objective is going to be the compound, which I kind of anticipate there being someone in. But we're going to take the compound together. And then when we exit the compound, we'll split into our 2 groups, but we'll only be about 20 feet apart from each other. So whichever team ends up leading, the other team will be just right behind. So for this whole beginning morning, we're going to stay together, but kind of separate. And then we've got zones and everything. We're going to radio into command, call clear and everything. Anything weird, we're just going to document along the way, take pictures of stuff, whatever we might run into.
Okay.
We had moved up around a compound and then went down through Zombie Land and then made our way over into Thunderdome, which is where we encountered that reporter along with his security squad. He had a team of 4 security with him.
How are you? There's no other civilians in here right now. They're all asleep. Everybody's asleep right now.
Yep. Got it.
We have no information for you, sorry, but we would like to interview you. Would you like to have an interview? You've got a camera. We'd like to record and know why you guys are here. Let other people know that you're here for good. That's great. That's what we want. We've been oppressed. Fuck Joe Biden. That's going to be our new press tower right there. Got our flag set up. We're going to have our table. Other than that, we're friendly. We're just here to...
I was guarding one of the doors. I had noticed someone moving.
Hey, movement! Someone moved up towards Forest Line on this side.
Okay.
So obviously I didn't engage. I notified our team leader and kept watch on that door. We eventually moved out to our next objectives, just like I said, taking pictures of different things, anything that was off or different from the way that field normally is, gathering as much intel as we could for the day ahead before the main military forces had shown up. At one point, a spotlight had actually started turning on, and while we were moving, at one point, it shined directly on us, and we weren't really prepared for what happened next. All of a sudden, we started having artillery rounds dropped on our heads. They were landing fairly close.
Damn!
And at one point, actually, one of the artillery rounds fired off and bounced on the ground right next to me and then flew off to the right and then detonated.
Red building.
We got Gilly right here behind us.
Okay,
Stay there.
Hey, they said get the woods now. Let's move. Let's regroup on Boots.
Watch out for that light. It still exists.
Watch out! Incoming! Get down!
So we ended up regrouping with the 2nd SF group and made our way back to our FOB and pretty much called it a mission success. We didn't have any engagements. We kept our presence down for the most part until the end anyways. After the night op, we moved to the front to greet the army that had just shown up. So this was the Chinese army, and obviously the American army was there as well. We had the national anthem. The teams were about evenly matched between the US and Chinese main military forces. I think the SF forces were about evenly matched as well. So we headed back to our FOB and we ran up the next plans of the next mission we were going to do. So the morning mission, we needed to move forward and take the compound at the top of the map. And once we had secured that, we moved our FOB into that compound. Command started operating out of that new FOB.
All right, team 3. You guys got it. Hey, cover that rear right there.
No, behind you, on you.
All right, flush out. Flush out towards the middle.
Left courtyard clear.
The problem was, after we had secured that, command would not let us push forward down the hill, and because of that, the American team had managed to push up and take about 2/3 of the field, and we were almost boxed into the compound that we were set up in.
You can see him there in the wood line.
Yeah, no, I saw him earlier.
Of course, both SF squads pushed out with the main armies, and we pushed down the hill and started pushing them back, gaining ground.
We got one track straight ahead.
You try to come down and left a little bit?
You think you probably
Yeah. Maybe we should just go there and kind of probe and see what's going on. Are those guys down? No, they're not down.
I hit him, he's down.
You want us to stay here?
I got the one down that was straight forward.
They're getting him.
Yep. There's too much brush, I doubt I can hit that. He retreated.
Yeah. You want to come with us? And Dalton, you guys have a little bit more range.
Yeah, we'll follow up on the back.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Hey, cover this. We got support. Cover.
Yep, this is a bad spot.
Straight out that way. How's the power? You guys want to try to push?
Yep, there he is.
Hey Dalton.
Yeah.
I got a special mission for you guys.
All right, I'm listening.
There's a certain position they want you to take on the other side of the compound that can probably reach one of those towers. If you guys have range. You want to follow me over there?
Got it. I'll do the long range shooting as long as you can just provide some type of combative firepower.
You want to go first?
Either or, doesn't matter. Yeah.
We're just helping them out to get. Yeah, we're just getting them in position. Okay, so you two in the medic. Okay.
Go that tower.
This building right here.
I see him.
Yeah, that's what you need to do. You guys need to get to that house or anywhere you can shoot that tower.
The back one.
Yeah, back one. Yeah.
Got it.
And then medic, definitely stay with these two, keep them alive.
Then we're gonna give y'all some cover and fire, because I mean that's all we can do.
Okay, I'm moving across to this building. I'm gonna try to cut around by the forest line.
You want me to go beyond you? Stay together.
A lot of firepower.
Yeah, that'll work. All right, ready?
Right behind you.
All right. crossing. Okay, looks like they've held it pretty good ways. Hold on, wait a second before you call that.
Hey, we got a sniper in here. He's laying down.
Do we know where at?
No, he's ghillie suit.
Hey, Big Iron, watch it. They said we got a ghillie sniper in the forest. Where's our medic?
Down, right there.
No. Hey, where's our medic?
I'm gonna give him a quick spray. Ready?
He was supposed to follow us.
There's someone in that building again. It's right next to purple. He's behind the door.
Yeah. There's one guy in the tower.
I've been trapped
Oh,
here.
okay. You are in here.
Yeah, sorry.
I was wondering.
I didn't want to push up, it was too crowded.
So what happened to the medic? He just disappeared?
That was our medic that you just passed.
So he just head out.
Yeah, he just headed out.
Okay. There's
I think I'm hearing from command that compound is still good.
I got one of them that was in the double windows. That guy's back at the double windows.
Is there anywhere you want me to be so I'm not just sitting here? Or are you
I
good?
mean, that's the thing. It's like you said, it's such a crap show around here. There's nowhere really to go.
You're probably going to be able to have further range than I am right now with my gun fucking up.
Yep, that hit him. Yeah, but the problem is I'm on my last mag. So I'm gonna need to run back to the old FOB and re-ammo.
Alright, on three, right? Three. Keep high, you can go under me.
There's like 3 guys in the tower.
Ain't got a way to kill me yet.
I'm out of ammo. I'm falling back. Go.
I eventually ran out of ammunition. I used the last mag in my AMR, so I had to fall back to the old FOB to actually re-ammo, and then I was going to meet up with Big Iron again once I was ready to go. When I came out of the old FOB, I saw that everyone was falling back from the right holding line. I asked Big Iron what was going on, and he said we've been ordered to pull back to the top of the hill just outside the compound. So I moved through the compound and found out that Red Leader and the rest of Meme Team were down the hill in Zombieland. So I moved down there towards them, and they had actually taken the structure inside the forest outside of Zombieland.
Hey Daniel, the top of the back about to fall off. What? The top of the back about to fall off. Yes, it's about to fall off. Take it. Now. Take how long enough to push up. Come on, you peepees. Yeah, we got one down. He's laying down in the Is he dead? Oh, don't get in that doorway. Do not get in that doorway. Oh, dead. No, like I'm dead. Oh, you're dead. I'm dead.
Cover me. Hey, who's fast? Who runs really fast?
Why are you asking?
I need someone to pull our horses off the hill down to us. What are you doing?
All right, hold that. get down into the force line. You can push down into the force line. We've got it up there.
Okay, gotcha.
Hey, Alpha, fall back.
There you go, bro. Thank you.
I got your head.
We gotta fall back.
Yep.
We did too good. Okay. Hey, look out. We gotta
Look
fall
out.
back.
Move,
Yep.
move. Get out of the way.
We're just gonna have to make a break for it.
Eventually, we had gotten the order from command to fall back. Red Leader, Chris, and me were the last 3 players that were ready to fall back. We could hear the US team pushing up as we fell back. So I told Red Leader and Chris to go run forward. I laid down suppressing fire.
We gotta fall back.
You go first.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Both you. 1, 2, 3.
Rest in peace.
Damn it.
Are you hit?
Yep.
When I went to go retreat as well, I had taken a round to the back. So I was down, but fortunately enough, Red Leader was right there, and he was our our squad medic, so he was able to get me back into the fight fairly easily.
There you go. That's good enough. We need to get up there.
Whose bag is this?
I don't know. We got to.
You think we can make it if we swing wide right?
Yeah, we could.
Then let's go! Cover us! We're pushing up!
We finished the retreat, and then Red Leader, of course, went off to a meeting with Command again to figure out what our next move was. So eventually we got around to where we had to transport the nuke. It was basically this big, about 5-foot long crate, maybe 6 feet, weighed about anywhere from 150 to 200 pounds. And when you open the top, it actually had a model of a nuke in it. There was a panel you had to unscrew, and a key you had to insert, and a button you had to press in order to arm the nuke. So our objective was we were told that we had to use the main road from the compound down into Thunderdome, which is the main city area. We had to take that path in order to get the nuke into the city, and then we had to arm it and hold it for 30 minutes. So after the game started, our main China force, they tried to push out as far as they could. They weren't advancing quickly in order for us to beat the timer, because we had to get it down the hill and get it armed before the next rotation.
Hey, I think all you guys can go ahead and push up. Yeah, we need all of you guys to get up there.
Secure that wall as far as you can. Thunderdome. Yeah, perfect. Push. Go past them. Watch your direct front. There's a guy out in the open. Don't stay up that tree.
There's still a guy in the center watching us.
Oh, bit of a fight. Okay, we're
They win.
Suppress the guy in the window. He's gonna nail us.
Hey, we gotta go straight.
Yeah.
You're up to work.
Oh, hit.
Hit. Hey, three, move. You medic?
Yeah.
You got him?
Yeah. Get this tape.
Look. Go back a little bit. I need some room. Yeah!
Alright.
Okay, tower.
Ooh, this is a tight fit.
Stick your arm out.
And so finally, at one point, Red Leader and I took it out, and we moved to the first piece of cover that we could. We got really jammed up. I ended up just slinging off my AMR and started taking shots. I started picking a few targets off here and there.
Oh my god! In the doorway. There's like crap.
Moving up! Push up! Push up!
Unit, swapping with you.
Got it.
Unit.
Yep.
Just you see behind it, this black.
Yeah, that's what I was shooting
stairway,
at.
Whatever. There's some dudes there, right there in that door, right down the edge, right there. Give them help. I can't see over there. I'm looking over here, my 11 o'clock here.
Just let you guys know.
Okay.
In the middle of this engagement, we hear a ceasefire. A lot of us were confused as to what was going on. So we're in the middle of a war and all of a sudden a ceasefire is being called. We come to find out they're allowing the US team to go to the food truck, which is off the field, to eat lunch. Not all of the US forces left. There were still a few scattered throughout Thunderdome in the city. So as we're all sitting there, ready to move the nuke, Red Leader actually decided, we kind of decided as a group, we're going to stage diversion and we're going to get this nuke in there and we're going to arm it. So at one point, we actually sent one of our teammates downhill to distract a couple of people who were set up in a window ready to fire us the second we moved. So during somewhere around that, of course, the firefight erupted again. We started pushing in and eliminating all opposition. We got the nuke inside and it was armed.
Where's the bomb? Hey, somebody needs to be on the window right here.
So after we had finally decided to go back to command, we found out that apparently a sizable amount of the US team left. So they actually took the two event admins who were acting as our command and they put them on the American team. So after we had figured that out, one of our SF members, the guy who was commanding the other squad known as Boots, he became our unofficial commander and started laying out a plan.
Tower said an eye for an eye, and I said, no,
Okay.
I
forgot what the color
Charlie.
First thing went like straight up. I was like,
Yeah. All right. Because they were supposed to bring food.
I think we
They were
got
supposed to
enough
bring
people
food
over
to
here.
us. They weren't supposed to.
Oh,
It was the lunch break.
We
This
about to
was
do
lunch
to
break.
remember the Alamo on this thing.
Hey guys, this was lunch break for us.
Hard
Good job,
charge.
guys. Good job.
We're going. This is gonna be the hardest fucking push that we're gonna do. We're gonna keep on going until they are so overwhelmed they want to go to the dumb food truck. That's literally what we're going.
We're gonna send them back to the food truck.
The next objective, from what I understand, Green had to defend a certain point, which was at the bottom of the field for as long as they could. Our objective was to take it.
Evergreens, back left, back left! China number one. That was.
Fucking did it.
We did it.
Fucking did it.
Ruined it for him.
China number one.
China number one.
And it was a fun end to that day. It was a lot of fun. I mean, the rush was real, and we all high-fived. We went back to our old FOBs, gathered up our gear, cleaned up the area, picked up all the trash, and we loaded up and we were out of there. It was a good day. Looking forward to another experience like that with me and Team 6. They're a great group of guys to run with, especially Ghost and Chris and Sick Chicken. They're all awesome guys. I couldn't have asked for a better team had I put it together myself, because if I did, those were all the guys I would have chose. So it was a great day. A lot of fun was had, a lot of memories were made. We definitely drew together closer as players in the community, as brothers. We enjoyed working with a lot of the other players that were on the other SF team, as well as the standard military, the Chinese military that was fighting with us. The A game was brought, and we took the fight to the enemy, and we ended the day.